Hello guys, and welcome back to the old world of Warhammer Fantasy with myself, Apex Ellis, as we continue our Empire roleplay campaign. Just before we go into the video itself, I just want to say thank you. We've made it to 21 subscribers, which for a hobby is quite good. And it now means that we have the same number of subscribers as years it takes for you to be legally allowed to drink in the USA. Fantastic. Obviously, we want to keep expanding, and so what I was aiming for is if we can get to 50, I'll put a survey into the channel with what game to go with next after we've completed these playthroughs. So we get the big 5-0, I'll put the survey out there. So obviously if you haven't subscribed already, hit that subscribe button if you want to continue watching the roleplay playthrough. And yeah, give it a like if you like the video. So, on to it. The realm of Reikland has been brought back under the Emperor's sway. He now knows he has enemies of the orcs in the Black Pit to the north. To the southwest, the undead of the Barrow Legion look to come forward. And all the while, the Empire itself still remains divided. He must now use his expertise to bring it under control. So end of turn. The Emperor received word that Weismund, under the control of Boris Todbringer, had fallen to the orcs. This could not stand any longer, so summoning his army that had already brought the secessionists under heel, he began his march to counteract the greenskin menace that was travelling through Middenland. In the meantime, he also ordered the grand buildings of Isleheart to be expanded. And he has formed his great thinkers to work on ordnance canisters to provide more artillery pieces for his grand mortars.
I am Franz. They will obey. Is it time? As is my right by Sigmar's crown. Onwards!
The Emperor marched from Uberschrick to Altdorf,
Bring me to my men.
at which point he got word the great beastman, Kazrak the One-Eye, marauding through the lands of Middenland. He ordered the Huntsman General, Arndt Haldenstrat, to begin forming an army.
Huntsman General.
His job, clearly, was to go out to hunting. He also ordered Helmgart to begin building an expansion on their fortifications, and Grunberg too would begin their expansions. Terrible news reached the Emperor's ear. The dwarven faction of Karak Norn had fallen, leaving only the echoes of laughter from the thirsting gods. But worse news would still yet to come. Kazrak the One-Eye had taken Karaborg and seized it as his own.
In the name of
Although his
justice.
plan had been to travel north to fight the greenskins, he knew he had but one choice now. He must march to Caraburg and free the people from the yoke of the beastmen. So without further ado, he marched his army from Altdorf to engage at Caraburg.
Handgunners! Ready to fire! Yes, quickly! Grave danger. Ready for war! No lingering! Ranged weapons ready! To battle!
So we're going to push forward here and here. We're going to hold these in reserve. We are going to bring the mortars a little bit forward as well.
Moving! Handgunners! Soldiers of the Empire!
So we'll use obviously nice lovely cheese tactics corners.
For the comet! Ready!
The archers in behind them. Mortars, we'll just... We've got a barricade here, we'll just destroy it. Just because we can do. As they drop down. Boom. Under constant bombardment there. Now we just have to make sure, this is why I'm leaving the halberdiers here.
To battle! No lingering! At
Because
speed!
I'm not sure where the entire army is. They could have sent some round here. So we've got the halberdiers and the great swords of Caraburg to hold here, should that be needed. And then we've got the Reichsguard knights and Franz, who can at any point also support round here.
Our weapons are yours! At your service! Formation march! For Heldenhammer! Take weapons ready! Quickly!
There we go. Ever more forward. That's that gonna end now. Amethyst Wizard, he can go up here. And the mortars can now fire on this one. Now why has that done that? So duh.
General!
So we've got bit of Dread Knight. So we could extended cast range. Where is Kazrak One Eye? He has gone missing. He's clearly stalking somewhere. So once the mortars have destroyed this one, we'll probably aim him at the Minotaurs as one of the biggest threats.
Spearmen, to battle! At your service! At speed! Moving.
Just speed this up just while we destroy that. And it has also destroyed some Ungor raiders as well. For good measure, we'll fight out the Gore herd next. I'll go back down to normal play now. So, spearmen, swordsman, 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 spearmen.
Sigmar guides us! Go! Quick march! Missiles ready, my breath! Go! No lingering!
There we go, time to go forward. Time to release the rain of death now upon them.
Depart.
Get the archers shooting at them ones.
Form a ring of steel!
Get the artillery firing on the Minotaurs for their last few salvos. Minotaurs this time have had enough of being shot at. In they come, and we'll stop the mortars firing. Pieter, you can hit them with that just to make sure. Unlike a Materian campaign, we don't have a Phoenix or anything to go send against that just yet. When Karl Franz has got his Griffin, maybe we'll probably send him to deal with those. But now we will bring the Reikland Knights and Karl Franz forward. Up here, these are looking pretty tidy. Nothing really doing for them. They've done what was required though. Right, so these swordsmen, we're going to push up here. And we're going to bring the archers up here. Obviously, like I said, we've not made Karl Franz a duelist in this one. He is the leader of the people, not the grand saviour of the people. So we'll get him into his range for his leaderships. We'll bring the huntsman forward. I think they are always going to be just a little bit out of range until we push properly, fully into that area.
Take the ground! Reikland knights!
I'm going to start using these Reikland knights just to start harassing. Hopefully get them moving a bit forward. Here we go, look, already. That's not good, we don't want that. We'll send a spearman here, swordsman here.
Yes, sir! Quickly! Sigmar calls! Swordsmen! Halberdiers!
So we are now going to bring
Quick march!
these guys round now. They are... don't think they're intelligent enough to have brought somebody round, so we'll go that way. Got them going into there, which will free up the Reikland knights to take out the Chaos Warhounds.
Moving now!
Apart from we've got another unit of spearmen. Misclick there. The line holding here for now. Send these spearmen in support, and we'll bring the Reikland knights round. Get those to take a chunk out of these boyos. Let's make sure we're not pulled too far. We don't want to pull too far. Zoom in a little bit. Broken those spearmen. Bring these back here.
At speed! In the name of the twin-tailed comet!
Don't really want them getting too clogged up. Send them back here. Break their morale. But then we have to make sure that we're not trapped. So let's get them out. Get them out, get them out, get them out before the Minotaurs get there.
Take the ground! We serve the Emperor! To battle!
Chaos Warhounds will try and trap us, but we should have the weight to ignore that.
The Empire endures!
Should have the weight.
Reikland! Taking that position! At speed! Yes, sir! Quickly! Take the ground! Take the ground!
Right, we're going to have to send in the great swords. Reikland knights are stuck.
We are Sigmar's
Over here, let's go with aspects of a Dread Knight on that unit. And we'll go with that on there. On the Razor Gore Chariot, which has just kind of bullied everybody. Until I remembered that I had to do this bit. Right, we'll get Franz in. He's not the best fighter in the world, but he has got Reikland Runefang. Which will give him some ability to defend himself. Get those in. Reichsguard Knights. We might actually just send them over there. Because I think the great swords of Caraburg, yeah, they're starting to mow through. They've broken the lines enough for the Reichsguard Knights to get out. Which is what we wanted. Franz. We'll give him terror. There's no real single entities there. Who have we got here? Oh no, got him. Don't want that. Where are the halberdiers? Get them over there. Get. Right, these have all done their work. Get the state troops back here. Karl Franz can slow them down. Reichsguard Knights going to there. So look, they're tired now. And we've got nice fresh halberdiers in there. Versus winded and very tired men. Well, beast men. And over here, they've broken. And we've still got obviously the handgunners back there should we need them. Just take out them. Shouldn't cause too much damage. They're now broken. Send these into them. They are starting to get a bit winded, a bit tired. But we'll smash through the Bestigor herd with the great axes. And we'll counter that charge that we saw coming. Karl Franz has done the unthinkable. He's held this line on his own, despite us not putting any points into his combat stuff, which is pretty good. Right. Ignore them. My spearmen here don't quite know what they're doing. They're trying to get over here. You can see some of them have made it. Some of them are just like running around aimlessly. So between them, the Reichsguard and the Great Caribou great swords have broken them. Kazrak the One Eye has literally stayed at the back the entire time. He has not wanted to get involved. The bad news is, though, is as you can see, the huntsmen are now out of ammo. Reichsguard Knights definitely putting the effort in.
For the Emperor! Battle and blood await! To battle!
Over here, Karl.
Prepare for combat! Let's have ya! Charge! By Ulrich's wrath! Moving now! Charge with us! Great swords! For Heldenhammer! Sigmar calls! Sigmar! Reichland!
That's another shattered unit.
For Heldenhammer! Sigmar! Reichsguard Knights! At speed!
Cause make Karl Franz cause some.
Great sword! To the enemy! Prepare for combat!
There we go. They still got this many troops, which is fine.
Reichsguard! At speed! Formation! March! Move out! Ready! Attack! Moving faster! Go! Take position! For Heldenhammer!
Gonna bring the Reichsguard Knights out.
Quick, man! Go! Taking that position! This way! Withdraw! For the Empire! Ready for war! To arms, men!
Man, they've got a wizard somewhere that's been casting spells on me, so we shall do the same.
Ulrich's wrath on them! Take the ground! Charge! Sigmar calls! Ah!
Still singing our song. Still in control of this battle as it stands. We are... Oh, I don't know where their mage has gone. It's a bit annoying, but there we are. Right, bring these back here.
Take aim! Handgunners!
Get a handgun and shooting them.
I will not stand idle! No lingering!
Reichsguard will send all the way back.
Death comes. Cluster of Shaish. By Ulrich's wrath! At speed! State troops ready! Go!
Put that on Kazrak.
Wither and die,
Make me proud of the puppet!
blow deathly winds. Curses of Shaish.
Great swords!
Amethyst wizard.
Sorcery! Smothers the target! Handgunners! To battle!
Here we go. Bring in the handgunners here.
Halberdiers! For Heldenhammer! Go!
Bring Karl Franz out. No, no, cancel that.
Death's foreseen. Spirits invoke.
They've broken.
We are Sigmar's heirs! It is against Sigmar's teaching! Now!
Not the best win I've ever had. Made a few mistakes in that. Karl Franz will learn, I'm sure.
Handgunners! My subjects
But the important thing is that Kauerberg is back under our control. And the Beastmen herd has been defeated. Was indeed a Pyrrhic victory. Kawerburg had been a hard-fought battle. The Emperor knew he could no longer push as he intended north. So, he returned the settlement back to Boris Todbringer, the rightful elector count of the region, and headed back to Altdorf to heal the wounds of his men and to recuperate any fallen people. I did put some in there, didn't I? Go there. Karl put out the call for recruitment, and although they were becoming outdated, 2 war wagons were made available to the Emperor.
What's the quarry?
Quest has been issued, mighty lord. A great adventure beckons. Be wary, though, for while the potential rewards are great, so too are the perils.
As his men were healing in Altdorf, and the banner had gone up to bring forth more soldiers into his army, word came to him that the great men of the north were planning a landing in Nordland. This would add to his woes, but he had time yet. He would now discuss ways for supply wagons to be brought forward on his campaigns in order him to allow greater manoeuvrability. But all the while he must still lick the wounds.
Bring me to my men.
Of the battle that had fought, and he had almost lost.
I am Prince and Emperor.
How to proceed?
The Empire.
As his time in Altdorf, he would use it wisely, setting up various treaties and pacts while his men recovered.
Surely an agreement will be.
So we're going to go through and sort those out now.
Surely an agreement.
All right. Greeting.
Approach and make your offer.
There are higher powers.
Well, it would appear that other said that. There's nobody really. That's... Oh, there we go. Let's see Kazakh.
All here are honored dwarfkin. Greetings, Zumgi.
You tread upon... Are you the best they could find to negotiate?
There we are. So we'll get a trade deal with the men of Bretonia and our non-aggression pact.
Should this stop the... Mind your manners.
Paravon 2
Should this
he would set
stop
up a non-aggression pact with. Thus meaning that the lands of Bretonia, they would not be sought after by the Empire. They would remain Bretonian. So these details, these treaties had culminated to.
You come to Britain.
Who calls?
He would wait one more season and then he would begin his march. Elect agreed. We will take the land back. For he would give his men his land when if they ever retired. However, he also heard that Middenheim had fallen to chaos. This did not fill him with confidence, but he marched his men out once more, this time to take on the greenskins that he'd been waiting for.
Attack!
Stop that!
Men, war calls! Ready. Men, I will fight with...
Magic favourable.
Spearman! Halberdiers!
The greenskins were an enemy that the Empire had faced many times before, and they would no doubt face them many times again afterwards.
Halberdiers!
Karl Franz liked to believe that he was actually rather good at fighting the greenskins and had gotten used to it by now, sadly. Although he was naturally a statesman, he understood the need for war.
The Empire endures!
And knew to all well its cost.
Swordsmen! Awaiting orders! Spearman! Handgunners!
Remember to switch these off.
Yes, General! Our weapons are yours! Ready for war! Conditions acceptable! Sir! For the Emperor! For the Emperor! Your orders? Ranging target!
So the army was laid out on the field before them, as two was the enemy, and battle would commence. It was obvious that the greenskins would have to come to them. As the mortars opened fire. Oh. Miscast.
As long as we draw breath, they will die. They are using dark forces against the enemy. Reichsguard Knights!
To the forest goblin riders. Squig herds. They're gonna be absolutely mullered.
Ready! On a dry! Shoot them! By Ulrich's rock!
Why are we having to go point blank range?
Ready to fire! Bring it down! Shields up! For the Warhammer!
Caster of shite.
Let's have a look. Doom of Darkness, Aspects of Dread Knight, Spirit Leech. Not really many options there, is there? Bring the wagons there. Fire on them.
Ready ammunition! Cannons! Fire!
Couple of great swords taking a fair whack of damage actually from shooting. So shoot the mortar at the orc arrow boys that are proving to be a bit of a nuisance.
Shoot! Shields up! Pick them up!
I think the right guard knights have beaten the forest spider riders. Mortars sending in the shots there to the archers. Yeah, they're broken. I think that's the end of the orcs. The greenskins here, they have been destroyed.
Sigmar!
Death comes.
Put that on him.
Spirits in
Charge!
The greenskins fled back into the trees under the fire of the war wagons and the hooves of the Reichsguard knights. Peter tried desperately to catch up with Griebitz, the goblin great shaman, to try and put him under the ground, but it was to no avail. But it didn't matter. The greenskins had been fully routed, and this army, at least, would probably not be put together again. So at the end of the battle, they took praise to Sigmar and allowed the medics that were close by to tend to their wounded. This would allow Karl Franz, the Emperor, to continue pushing north in his war against the Greenskin Menace.
Is it time? I am Franz. They will obey.
Karl Franz had got word.
Summon the Elector Counts.
Obviously, he was in his war with the greenskins, but finances were tight. He would need to sort this out at some point in the very near future. The corruption of chaos was starting to spread in Middenland. The Emperor found this very vexing. He ordered his troops north to Weissman to take it back from the greenskins and hopefully try and put a stop to this chaotic corruption. The battle began quickly. The mortars had been quickly set up and ordered to fire straight away.
Ranged weapons ready.
The war wagons had been told to take out the goblin wolf riders.
Let us show our hammers.
Oh, sorry about that. Should be a very simple battle, but obviously, you know, role-playing wise, we're going to be doing the battles and not going to be able to argue that the orcs wouldn't fight. Orcs love a good fight even when they know they're going to lose. Do it on... Why not? Let's just do it for good measure. And we'll do it on them there. And we'll go with that one up there. There we go, not even close. Routed them. The battle had been short and sweet, the rewards small though. But the Emperor took his victory that he could. And returned the land to Boris Todbringer.
Franz, they will obey.
But Middenheim, the capital, still stood under the rule of chaos, and that would not be allowed to stand for much longer.
What's the quarry?
Right, your heart. Get them to build a weaving house. For the orders went up for weaving houses to be built.
Now, who called?
I will listen. Approach and
It's late. By all means. I
just want to see if any of these want to.
All here are honored dwarfkin.
Won't let me balance the debt.
Through me.
The Ice
Let us
Court.
discuss stately affairs.
Oh, see, look, they won't do it either. Right, we'll just go to the next turn. A stranger came before the Empire, cloaked from the mist-shrouded land of Albion. The Emperor didn't even take a moment to think. He refused this creature and sent him back on his way to Albion. Demand Middenstag's return. Yes. Middenstag was demanded to be returned back to Middenheim.
Bring me to my men.
In the meantime, the Emperor marched his troops forward to the ancient dragon cave,
Step to it.
where he'd intended to wait in ambush.
In the name of Magnus.
Hoping that the greenskins would be foolish enough to come forward. In the meantime, the weaving houses have been built and constructed.
by all means.
Welcome, friends of the Dowie.
And another season passed. The greenskins had not been so foolish. Their leader, Crusher, had in fact stayed within the Black Pit,
Summon the Elector Counts.
although one of them, Muck, had made the foolish error of leaving his land. And thus did Karl Franz and his army pounce. But the orcs did then run away, and Karl Franz found himself out in the open.
Huntsman General.
Once more, the
I take comfort in dealing.
Empire looked for new trade agreements.
Now then, Manlin, what brings you here this day?
Although still, no trade agreement was coming from the dwarves of Kazaz Akarak, but military access was granted. One more step
It is
towards...
our responsibility to vanquish evil.
So to get another season passed. So many in the Empire are claiming us to be warmongers. Spent more time erecting monuments to battles past than managing our realm. They say that the Emperor is a fool, but we shall see who the fool is. This time, the Emperor is going to choose not to get involved in the politicking. Gain a prestige. Right, let's have a look. We've got an unusual location. Witch Hunter Outpost. That's completely fine.
Is it time?
Pardon me, sorry, I'm not sure if I can beat that army.
I am Prince and Emperor. Praise Sigmar.
The Emperor would march on the Black
I
Pit.
command here.
He knew it may well be folly, but he had to do something to stop the greenskins. Thus, the Grand Siege would begin.
Into battle.
In the meantime, the people at court would look yet again at the possibilities of trade deals amongst their allies and acquaintances throughout the land.
Boca Palace's doors are open to you.
That's ridiculous.
Why talk to you?
What? I will listen. I will.
No trade agreements anywhere available. Ah, there.
How fares the Emperor in these dark times?
Finally, a trade agreement was set up with King Luon Leoncourt of Bretonia.
Greeting.
It was not a massive, expansive trade agreement, but it would do enough for now.
Foes to track. Garrison duties. The nation calls. Scout leader.
The Blackpick tribe of orcs sallied forth from their walls to attack the sieging Emperor. Who would win? Only time would tell.
Sigmar, show us. By go, Maraz. Randall's we're ready.
So the Emperor brought his armies back into a more defensible position.
Shalia protects us! Handgunners! Spearmen! We obey! Take the ground! Halberdiers! Quickly! To battle! Swordsmen! Understood! Take aim! At speed! Handgunners! Taking position! Formation march! We are
Take these off that
Sigmar's
as
heirs!
well.
Sir!
And we'll put
Taking
these
position!
here.
Caster of
We'll bring
shadows
these two back.
on foot.
In fact, actually, right, Scout
Taking
Knights, go over
position!
there. Go hide in the trees.
No lingering! Spearman! Quick march!
There we go. Mortar's going to open fire.
Soldiers of the Empire!
Just get that a bit more. That a bit more wider.
At speed! For Heldenhammer! Greenskins!
Wizard death.
Sigmar command!
Oh, this map is probably going to be a very tough one.
Go! Reichsguard!
Apparently we're going to remember where I am. Which is frustrating to say the least.
To battle!
That's fine, we'll bring them over here. Right, Scout Knights.
By your command! Take the ground!
Right, Scout Knights out of here into the trees. Him over here. Aspects for Dread Knight.
Spirits invoked.
Go Soul Blight on all these as well.
Curses of
And have we got a hero anywhere nearby? No, they're up there, aren't they?
Reichsguard Knights!
Right, Scout Knights doing what I need them to do. Well, they're doing a bit more actually than what I intended them to do. Pulled off half their army going chasing them, which is fine. If they want to chase them, let them.
Moving now! Go! Taking position!
Just bring on a merry chase around there.
To me, men!
and with Doom and Darkness, we'll give these aspects of a Dread Knight, and we'll hit them with Soul Blight again. Meanwhile, now the rest of the army has realised, oh no, maybe we can't just steamroll them.
The Empire endures! Sir! We are Sigmar's heirs! War!
We'll hit them.
Halberdiers!
Hit them.
Ulrich's wrath
Shooting
on
at
them!
Karl Franz a bit.
Moving! Roar!
We get through into that. Get it in the mixer, lads. Get it in the mixer. We'll give him aspects of a Dread Knight.
Spirits invoked.
Form a ring of steel!
Make sure they don't go running off.
The Empire! The Heldenhammer!
Summon the War.
With a twin-tailed comet! Handgunners! Mortar! Form a ring of steel!
Go there. Soul Blight over here. Soul Blight, not Soul Blight, Spirit Leech, Grey Shaman.
The Empire endures! We are Sigmar's heirs! Spearman! In range!
Hang on a shooting there. Cabbage Great Swords, gonna
Find your
get
target!
them to shoot them.
Ready! Ready! By Karl Franz! All ranks, fire! Get them! Sigmar, preserve us!
Here we go. Right, Scarred Knights, they've led the pump wagons on a merry chase. And now, though, they have free reign.
For the Emperor! Engage! Hammers ready!
As they get a second warg off.
Go! My rule is absolute! Get them! Reichsguard! Charge!
Let's go into these archers.
Formation march!
And then we'll hit these goblins.
Sigma calls! Sigma calls!
Give it off of that one, and we will start shooting those pump wagons. Right, Scarred Knights. They've broken them there. Go deal with that one.
Death comes.
Spirit Leech, that Shaman. Franzy boy, what are you doing?
Curses of Shaiish.
War! Standing by!
Aim at those archers.
Fire! Ready for war!
Caster of Shaiish. Wither and die.
Swordsmen! Reichsguard knights! Very well! Sigmar!
There we go, look, we've caused mass panic throughout their ranks, which is good.
Yes, General! Shoot them! Reichsguard knights! My subjects call! Yes, sir! For Helden
Reform the lines. Only one handgunner is still alive. Right, Guard Knight's there. Give them over Dread Knight. Hit that shim with that one. Trolls went charging in. Trolls have been devastated, really. Get the war wagons out of there. Although they look like they've had enough. We'll hit those with Doom and Darkness. We've used a lot of magic. Those Right Guard Knights will be absolutely shattered. They're exhausted, and we've won. Oof! By rights of the Empire, we shouldn't have won that, but the valiancy of men, the age of men, has not ended just yet, and the Emperor stands triumphant at the end of the battle. The siege held as they praised the Sigmar for their somehow unexpected victory. The Emperor gave out special dispatches for the Reichsguard on their exemplary duties, even being what they considered not their job. They became a harassment cavalry rather than the heavy cavalry they were meant to be. Also, the mortar crews were given special mention as well on their absolute firepower and unending accuracy. Praise be to Sigmar for the victory that was unexpected. Wissenland had come under attack from Norska in the region of Wissenberg. The Emperor sent forth a military force to aid them, and he was told quite unanimously that victory had been achieved. The greenskins had started calling Franz Orcsbane. For wherever his armies went, the greenskins seemed to be beaten. As the siege continued, the Emperor Karl Franz was happy with the work that had been done by his people. He would wait for now until the Grand Siege would be ready to be enacted. No. As the great siege of the Black Pit would be coming to its conclusion, he waited until the right moment to form the assault on the greenskin home. But that will be for another time. Thank you all for watching, if you've got this far. Again, if you like what you've seen, if you like the little roleplay aspects that I'm putting into this, give you that synopsis of why I'm doing things and how I think the story would go with Franz basically being a leader of the people rather than an actual an outright duelist. I am struggling a little bit with the economy. Obviously we've started sorting that out with getting the clothiers. The trade agreements seem to be few and far between. We're just not making friends quickly enough, despite our wars against the traditional enemies of the free peoples of the old world. Again, like I said, we'll be giving some names out.
No peace, just war.
Like for example, these I'm going to change those into Franz's finest, as they did Franz's work. And then also, like I said, I'd like to rename one of the mortars. If you can leave comments as names and effectively the units that stand out in particular battles. So for example, in the last one I pointed out obviously the mortar crew here, I think it was this one, and the Reikland knights were exemplary. They did exactly what I needed them to do and more. Obviously the Cowboy Greatswords are already named Cowboy Greatswords, that we're not going to change them, that is their title. But if you've got any suggestions of names, it'd be great. And until next time guys, be good to each other, protect the Emperor, and always fight the good fight against chaos. Until next time everybody, bye for now.